Some games are just entries in a franchise. Others define an entire generation. In the year 2004, we had the underground racing scene, but in 2005, Electronic Arts released a title that would change racing games forever. Despite 2 decades of technical progress and dozens of next-generation sequels, most racing fans still keep a copy of Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 tucked away on their hard drives. It is a game that refused to be forgotten. Today, we are heading back to the gritty streets of Rockport City to analyze exactly why this specific masterpiece remains untouchable.
Hi, I'm Josie Marin, and I play Mia in Need for Speed Most Wanted. Make sure you do all your racing in the game. On the streets, drive safely and responsibly, and wear your seatbelt.
When you think of Need for Speed Most Wanted, the first thing that hits you is that distinct sepia visual style. Rockport City felt industrial, dirty, and dangerous. It was a city stuck in a perpetual, harsh sunset. At the time, moving away from the neon-soaked nights of the Underground series into the blinding daylight was a massive risk. But that iconic yellow filter gave the game a soul. It made the world feel hot, sweaty, and high stakes. Every time you turned a corner and the bloom effect hit your windshield, you weren't just playing a game, you were living inside a high-octane action movie. Even today, if you show a screenshot of that golden lighting to any gamer, they instantly know that is Most Wanted. Most racing games today focus on the grind of collecting hundreds of cars, but Need for Speed Most Wanted gave us something much more personal, a vendetta.
When he's through with you, I never want to see your face again.
It gave us a target named Razor and a ladder called the Blacklist 15. To get that legendary BMW M3 GTR back, you had to dismantle a hierarchy. Every rival on that list had a face, a unique car, and a personality, from Sonny at number 15 to the arrogant Bull, and eventually, Razor himself. You weren't just racing against nameless computer players, you were fighting for your reputation. And let us not forget the pink slip mechanic, the absolute adrenaline rush of clicking those markers, hoping you would win your opponent's car. That is a level of investment that modern career modes often fail to replicate. Now, let us talk about the real stars of the show, the police. Even in 2026, the police artificial intelligence in Need for Speed Most Wanted still puts modern titles to shame. It was not just about speed, it was about strategy. From the Heat Level 1 local cruisers to the terrifying Level 5 federal corvettes led by Sergeant Cross, the escalation was perfect. Think about the moments where you were surrounded by 10 heavy SUVs, your tires were blown out by a spike strip, and you managed to find that one tiny gap to escape. Using Speedbreaker to drift under a semi-truck trailer just to watch 20 police cars pile up in a massive wreck behind you is a peak gaming core memory. It made you feel like the most wanted person on the planet. The experience would not be complete without the sound. Can anyone hear the opening notes of Ninth Thou or Hand of Blood without wanting to floor the accelerator? The soundtrack was a legendary blend of nu metal, hard rock, and hip-hop that perfectly matched the game's aggressive energy. But it was more than just music. It was the visceral engine roars, the high-pitched whistle of the turbos, and the constant panicked chatter over the police scanner. These audio details created an atmosphere of constant pressure. You felt the heat of the chase because you could hear the officers calling for backup and setting up roadblocks in real time. Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 was not just a racing game. It was a perfect storm of mechanics, story, and atmosphere. The graphics might be dated by modern standards, and the map might feel small compared to today's open worlds, but the feeling of crossing that final bridge in the BMW M3 GTR will never get old. It represents a time when games were focused on pure, unfiltered fun and personality. What was your most memorable moment in Rockport City? Did you manage to win Razor's car on your first try? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more strategy and racing content. See you guys in the next video.